side want to be? Gush, gush. I need Kai go over, Laura go over, Corbin go over, and Peterson. Here we go. Push splash. Gush, gush. Here we go. Is that again? I got a river of life flowing out of me. The next lane to walk in the flat. The door down that street. I got a river of life flowing out of me. Go over to the other side. I think we're going to stay for now. Hey, I think the side did win though. But this side is running his head. We're going to do it again, but I need you to do as loud as you can, okay? Okay? Yeah! It's fun to go! Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So, are you guys ready for the new song? Yeah! There we go. Alright, so it's gonna take a little bit of teaching. Alright, so it goes like this. I'm just gonna play by myself real quick. So the sound goes like this. So does that sound good? Yeah! Alright, so now what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna go like this. Give me a J. And then you guys are gonna go, give, you got your J, you got your J. Can you guys practice that with me? You got your J, you got your J. Okay? And I'm gonna go, give me an E. And then you go, you got your E, you got your E. You guys, so practice with me. You got your E, you got your E. Okay? And then I'm gonna do this with S. So you got your S, you got your S. Okay. Alright, so we're going to practice it real quick so you guys can hear. So just listen for the first time, and then I'm going to have you guys join in. Okay, here we go. Give me a J. Give me an E. Give me an S. Give me a U. Give me an X. So you guys got that part? You guys got it? You see what we're trying to do? You got it? Yeah! Hey, so now is the next part. I go, what? I go, what's that spell? And then you guys go, Jesus! As loud as you can, I go, King of Kings. Jesus! Lord of Lords. Jesus! He's coming back. Can you do that? Yeah, okay, here we go. We're going to run through the whole song and see if you guys can catch on. Here we go. As loud as you can. Give me a J. Give me an E. Give me an S. Give me a U. Give me an S. What's that spell? King, Lord of Lords. You guys, I can barely hear you. Are you guys even there? Are you like scream? Hey, let me hear you scream. Yeah! I can barely hear you. You gotta start over. As loud as you can, okay? As loud as you can. Here we go. Give me a J. Give me an E. Give me an X. Hey! Give me a Q. Give me an X. What's that spell? King of Kings. Lord of Lords. Can you turn the girls way up, John?
Are we gonna do it again?
Crank them. Okay, talk in the mics, guys.
Hello. Hello.
Can you do even more? Do as much as you can. Just go for it.
No, that's no.
Okay.
Girls, why don't you take this one?
This one?
Yeah.
Can we turn this one on too? Okay, talk in your mics, guys.
Hello.
Okay, be bold. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do it again. Okay, here we go. Give me a drink. Here we go. Give me a E. Give me an S. Give me a U. Give me an S. What's that spell? G. Go to the north. Coming back. What's that spell? G. Go to the north. Coming back. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there we go. Hey, we got a special song for you guys. So we're gonna have Elise lead it. So who knows the song Baby Shark? I see a couple hands. Hey, we're gonna teach it / you guys are gonna learn it. So that's gonna be great. Okay, Elise, take it away.
They're all doing it.
Okay, so do any of you remember how it starts? What the actions are at the very beginning? Can you show me? You start with the little fingers? Like this? Is this the baby shark? Yeah? Okay, are we ready?
Ready to go?
Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark. Mama shark do 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 do. Mama shark do 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 do. Mama shark do 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 do. Mama shark. Daddy shark do 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 do. Daddy shark do 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 do. Daddy shark do 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 do. Daddy shark. Grandpa shark do 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 do. Grandpa shark do 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 do. Grandpa shark do 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 do. Grandpa shark. Go and swim and do 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 do. Go and swim and do 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 do. Go and swim and do 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 do. Go and swim and see a shark do 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 do. See a shark do 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 do. See a shark do 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 do. See a shark swimming fast do 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 do. So fast do 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 do. So fast do 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 do. Shark attack do 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 do. Going to heaven, do 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 do. Going to heaven, do 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 do. Going to heaven, do 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 do. See it, do 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 do. And that's the end.
One more. One more. Just a short
VBS.
Here we go! Let's go!
but not quite. Who's a person? Moses. You betcha it was Moses. Now, Moses, in his day, went to talk to people, and he talked to them about God. Other people that go and talk about God are missionaries. And these kind of folks are trying to make friends with people a long ways away. Now, today, we're going to hear from Hannah Cummer, who's going to tell you a little bit about some people a long ways away. Come on up, Mrs. Cummer.
Thank you. Can you guys tell me who some of your heroes are? Does anyone have a hero? Yeah. What's your hero? Yeah. Your parents? Good. Any other people have heroes? Yeah. Jude? Say again? The police? Yeah. And I heard mom. Anyone else have a hero? Yeah. God? Yeah. Dad? Those are all great heroes. Grandma? Yep. I have some heroes too, and I'd like to introduce you to one of them today. Her name is Marta Klein. Have any of you seen her picture before? Yeah, she's a missionary. Do you know where she's a missionary to? A missionary is someone, that's a good question. What's a missionary? A missionary is someone who goes, they can be here in the U.S. or they can be overseas, but they help people know about Jesus. That's what a missionary is. And so she's in Congo. That's the place we've been talking about this week. So I'm going to show you some pictures. I talked to her on Facebook, and she wanted to tell you guys all hello from the Congo. And so if we go to the next slide, there are some kids that they want to say hi to you. They're from the Congo. If we go to the next slide, this is a house that you might live in if you lived in the Congo. You might have mud brick walls and straw on your house on the roof. This is where you might sleep. Do you know what those things are hanging above the beds? Yeah. Yeah, why would you need a mosquito net? Yeah, you don't want to get bitten by mosquitoes. Do you know what mosquitoes carry in Africa sometimes? Yeah, all kinds of different diseases, but malaria is one of the worst. And so that's what they do to protect themselves from malaria. What do you think this is? Yeah, a bridge that isn't working so well. Would you want to drive across there? No. And since people don't really want to drive across there too bad, people walk a lot. On the next slide there, people walk and they ride bikes a lot. And then the next slide, if you don't have a car to carry your stuff, you have to put it on your head sometimes. So those get really heavy, and you have to be strong to carry those. And if you don't have water, this is how you get your water. You go to a pump in a well, and you have to put it in these cans and then carry it home. That'd get pretty tiring, wouldn't it? This is a clinic. If you needed to see the doctor, you'd go there. This is the hospital. And here, when we go to the hospital, we usually have our own room, or we might share it with one other person. Here, you might share it with 40 people. And you might not even have your own bed. You might share it with 2 or 3 people. This next picture is kind of hard to see, but this is a little baby who hasn't had enough to eat, a little child. They have food, but it's not always enough. And the reason Marta is my hero is because she's helping children like this. The next slide shows how she's doing that. They have these trees called moringa trees that they grow really fast, and they grow really easily. They take the leaves, next picture there, and then they, keep going there. See how fast they grow? In 2 months, it might grow 4 feet. So they grow super fast. Then they take those leaves, they pick them off. You can have a full-grown tree within like 2 years or a year. It's amazing. They dry the leaves, and then they pound them into this powder, and then the children can drink it, and that's really nourishing, and it helps them from having malnutrition. It keeps them healthy, and then they weigh them. They don't use scales like we do where you stand. They hang them from a tree to weigh them. Marta said her favorite fruit in Congo is pineapple. We've learned about some other funny foods. Hers is pineapple. Another thing they do is grow fish. They have these big ponds that the missionaries and Africans have built so they can have fish, and that's really good for protein. But Marta said one of the things that they're eating right now is caterpillars. Lots and lots of caterpillars. So she didn't have a picture of the caterpillars, but that's the butterfly. And they eat the caterpillars because there's lots of protein in them. And they need the protein so they can stay healthy. Yeah, there's protein in caterpillars. That's strange, isn't it? So I'm not an expert on Africa, but do you guys have any questions you want to ask? Yeah. Yeah, Congo's a huge country, and there's, I'm not sure exactly, but I think like maybe 60 or 70 million people. So there's lots of people in Congo. It's the biggest country in Africa. It's huge. Anyone else have any questions? Yeah. Take it. Yeah, that's a good question. Do they brush their teeth? They do. You know how they do it? They often have a stick. And they'll kind of rub the ends on it, and then it kind of, you know, like your toothbrush has bristles, they fray the edge, so then they can use that to brush their teeth. Some people might have toothpaste, but probably a lot of them don't have toothpaste. Yeah. You guys have good questions. Marta had some prayer requests, so I'm going to show those to you. She wanted you guys to pray for the children in Congo. So when you go to bed tonight, you just might pray for them. One of the things that she's seen a lot is malnutrition lately. She was gone for a month, and a lot of children died while she was gone. And it's hard for her when she sees that. And she's actually sick right now. She wanted to say hi to you, but she's really not feeling very good. So if you could pray for her, that'd be great. And then if you could pray for the church in Congo and our church here, that we would know how to help each other. And then I have one more thing I want to ask for you guys to do. Tomorrow, I'm going to have this sign downstairs when you have snacks. And if you would take a minute and just say hi, just write your name, or you could write a message. We're going to send this to Marta. Sometimes when you're overseas, you get lonely, and it's just nice to know that other people are thinking of you. So if you want to sign your name or write a message to her, I think she'd really like to receive that. Think you could help us with that? Yeah? Okay. Thank you, guys.
There you go. Thanks, Hannah. You're one of our heroes, too. And another one of our heroes is Miss Kate.
All right, we're going to run through the numbers really fast, okay? But before we do that, I want to I've remembered a little note I've learned this year. You guys can find out. The average person accidentally eats 430 bugs a year. So you guys have probably already eaten some bugs. All right. And our totals? Do you have them? Okay. All right. The boys got $63.80. Woo! Good job, boys. But the girls got All right, so boys, you've had 138. Girls have had 385. Woo! Good job. All right, we need to get to the skit, I think.
Here we go. Here's that theme music. Dun, 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 dun. Camp Kilimanjaro is coming up next.
Oh, good, you're here. Mr. Kendall called, and he's on his way over.
Oh, good. I was hoping he'd get here before we headed up the mountain.
So, wait, where are the others?
Oh, there was some Maasai warriors back in town, so they wanted to stay a little bit longer. So I had Joseph bring me back, which I'm glad he did because I really want to see what Mr. Kendall has to say about this footprint. I'm really, really anxious to see what he has to say about this footprint. Well, I guess I'm not really anxious. I'm more like eager.
Don't tell me he's rubbing off on you already.
So is all the gear ready to go?
Yes, we got everything packed, including the food and Catherine's shoes.
Oh.
So how do you think they'll do on the climb?
Oh, they'll do all right, I think. Well, they'll be fine, but it'll be pretty hard when the oxygen levels drop. But I just hope I can make it. It's been a while since I've been up there.
Oh, you'll do great. I know it. And by the way, I thought your devotions this morning were excellent.
Oh.
Go to the ant who's sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise. Who would think you could actually learn something from an ant?
Well, God did, of course.
You know, I've always been a hard worker, so I never thought of myself as a sluggard. But then, when you talked about a relationship with God, it got me thinking, maybe I am lazy sometimes.
Well, we all need to pay attention to how much effort we put into our spiritual lives. Because if we're spiritual sluggards, then we can't love God the way that He wants us to.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, here he is now.
Good morning, Camp Kilimanjaro.
It's Kilimanjaro, not Camp Cowabungo.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you change it?
Well, we didn't. It's always been Kilimanjaro.
You don't say. Well, it's a strange name, but I like it. Come to think of it, it sounds kind of familiar. Like I've heard it somewhere before.
Imagine that. So what did you find out?
Find? Oh, as a matter of fact, I did find something. I've been looking for this forever. Well, not actually forever, just since junior high school.
What is it? A nickel?
Yes, a nickel, but not just any nickel. It's a magic squirting nickel. Okay, well, it's not really magic. You see that tiny hole there? You just fill it with water and squeeze. Oh, I did it again. I always end up squirting myself. Well, not always. One time I accidentally squirted my 7th grade math teacher, Mrs. Peterjohn. It went right up her nose. Made her sneeze. She didn't think it was very funny. But we sure did.
Mr. Kendall, I'm really glad that you found your squirting nickel, but I was really hoping to find out the information on this footprint.
What footprint? Oh, right. What about it?
Don't you remember you were going to go do some research on what kind of creature could make this large footprint?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that must be what all these pictures are for. Yeah, I have them right here on this here smartphone. Well, they're not exactly on it, they're more like in it. Now, if I can just figure out how to turn this thing on. Oh, there we go.
So, are these the pictures of the possible suspects?
Oh, it sounds like a murder mystery when you put it that way. Here we go.
That's a goldfish.
Yes, a goldfish, or more precisely, a Carassius auratus.
Mr. Kendall, you can't really believe that it's a goldfish.
Oh, of course not.
Oh, good. You had me worried for a minute.
No, when I found out that it's been in its bowl all week, I eliminated him. Well, I didn't exactly eliminate him, I just crossed him off my list. Oh, here we go.
An ostrich? Mr. Kendall, you can't be serious.
Besides, it only has 3 toes and the footprint has 6.
Oh, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. Well, there goes another one. Next.
Oh, good. An orangutan. Wow. Now we're getting somewhere.
Well, it's not really an orangutan. It's my boss. Well, it's not really my boss. It's just a picture of him. See, this was at our annual costume party last year. Pretty good, huh? He sure fooled a lot of people. Guess he fooled you too, huh?
Yeah, so, Mr. Kendall, we really want to thank you for coming out here this morning.
Oh, but I have a couple more here.
Oh, that's okay. I think we've seen enough. You know, we don't want to keep you, we know that you're very busy. We don't want to keep you from your busy schedule.
That's very thoughtful of you. You know, it has been pretty busy lately at the office. Well, not lately, more like early. I had to clock in at 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, well, you know, is there anything else I can help you with?
No, thank you. I think you've helped quite enough.
Well, you know, as the boss always says, that's what we're here for. Now, you folks have a nice day.
Sometimes I really wonder how we got the park ranger job.
Yeah.
I think I made a wrong turn somewhere.
Yeah, I think you want to go that way.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a nice day.
And here I was hoping he might shed some light on this footprint mystery.
I guess we were expecting too much. I have to get back to work.
Those Messiah warriors were so cool.
Yeah, I got some great footage of the jump dance. Can you imagine what they'd be like on the basketball court jumping like that?
Well, whatever. But they sure took a liking to you, Catherine.
Of course they did. Sparkling eyes, perfect smile, charming personality. What's not to like?
Okay, we need to get this interview done before we leave. Can someone find Terry or Mr. Harper?
Oh, here's Terry.
Oh, hi. We were wondering if we could interview you about the footprint.
Well, I don't think Mr. Harper would like it. We don't need any bad publicity right now. 3 groups have already canceled.
Okay, we'll make a deal with you. We do the interview now, and we promise not to use it without Mr. Harper's blessing.
Well, alright, but do I look okay?
Well, it'll do.
You look fine. Don't listen to her.
All of a sudden I'm getting nervous.
Oh man, talk about that. I remember my first time on TV, I was so nervous I threw up all over myself in the middle of my weather forecast.
Ew, that's disgusting.
You're telling me. And then the next day, I did it again.
Storm, you're not helping anything. How about you go take a nap or something?
Oh, fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Now I'm really nervous.
Don't worry. I'm an Emmy Award-winning news professional, and interviews are one of my specialties. I'll make it easy for you. Just follow my lead.
I don't know about that.
Don't worry, this isn't live TV, so if you freeze or make a mistake, it's no problem. We can cut around it. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Terry, you stand here, and Catherine, here's the mic. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Hello, everyone. This is Catherine Kent here at Camp Kilimanjaro, located at the base of Africa's highest mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro. Today, our focus is not on the famed mountain, however, but on something much more mysterious. And here to share with us on that is Terry Underwood. She's on staff here at the camp. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Catherine.
Can you tell us briefly about what you found here at camp?
Well, sure, but brace yourselves. Because what you're about to hear will be definitely astound you and may even frighten you. It was a dark and stormy night here at the camp. And our guests were having trouble sleeping, but not because of the howling wind and rain. It was the persistent, eerie howling sound that penetrated the darkness like a knife and sent chills up everyone's spines. And although we were told it was just a monkey, somehow we knew, in the deep recesses of our minds, that it had to be something much larger and more mysterious. And then we found it, the largest, most hideous footprint ever seen by mortal man. a footprint so dreadful that it was everything we could do to just look at it. So, what was it that had ventured into our camp on that dark and stormy night? Was it Bigfoot? We may never know. At this point, we can only imagine what the giant creature must have looked like.
Well, I'd say that just about covers it. Thank you for that very disturbing account, Terry. Well, I guess you can draw your own conclusions. This is Catherine Kent here at Camp Kilimanjaro, reporting for Channel 9 News. Now back to you.
Cut. Wow, wasn't expecting that.
Wow, thanks for the nightmare.
I'm sorry, I guess I got a little carried away. Can I go now?
Yeah, sure, we're done.
I'll say we're done.
Well, that was interesting.
No kidding.
What'd I miss?
Frankenstein meets the Wolfman.
All right, everyone. The guides and porters are here, and all of our gear is loaded in the van, so if you're ready to head out, Catherine, about your shoes.
I know, aren't they fabulous?
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
So, we're really gonna do this, huh?
You're just not looking forward to a grueling 8-day-long hike up the highest freestanding mountain in the world, where it's 0 degrees at the top and very little oxygen?
Hey, that feels so much better. You know, next time we do something for charity, I vote lying on the beach in Hawaii.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, I can't find my backpack. I had it yesterday, but today it's nowhere to be found.
Oh, well, do you need it for the climb?
Probably not, but I did have that book of Proverbs in it, and I really wanted to take it along.
Oh, so you've been reading it.
Yeah, and I've thought a lot about what you said this morning, and I've decided I don't want to be a spiritual sluggard anymore.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. Well, we have a lot more books of Proverbs, but better yet, why don't you grab the Bible that's on top drawer of your nightstand, and we'll have Terry look for your backpack while we're gone.
That'll work. Hey, you don't have to wait for me. I'll meet you at the van.
All right, sounds good. See you in a couple minutes. Thank you, God, for what you're doing in his heart. You're amazing.
Hey, guys. I think I found something. I think I found a piece of Bigfoot.
That howling noise. But right now, let's have a word of prayer before we make some noises at home. Father God in heaven, thank you for this day, for all the people that have shared. Especially, we want to remember Marta Klein in our prayers. May she get well real soon, Lord. And may there be lots of babies that get food today, that they may not go hungry. And today, may we all be thankful for the food we have, for the clothes we get to wear, for the people who love us, and for the people that you have given us that we can love back. Keep everyone safe as they go home. Bring them safely back tomorrow. And on those who can't come back tomorrow, give them very special memories of this Vacation Bible School. Teach us to be wise, Lord, in all these words that we have learned from you this week. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Go for it.
Thank you.